Hey guys, Philip here, and today has been a terrible day. So in this playlist here that we're creating, where I'm trading with small stakes to show you how to improve your trading by becoming emotionally numb and learning from your mistakes, I've made some crucial mistakes today in these races. As you can see, minus £15, okay? Now, obviously, minus £15 isn't that much, but what I'm trying to teach you here, I'm trying to teach you what to do when you lose money. Okay, so this video here is very important, so keep watching until the end, because at the end of this video here, I'm going to talk you through what you do when you start losing, and you lose again, and you lose again, and lose again, and lose again. What do you do in that instance? And that's what I'm going to share with you in this session here, okay? So please do make sure you watch this entire playlist to understand why I'm doing this and why I'm showing my losses here, because this is all educational, so you can actually improve your trading in a real way that you can actually improve on, okay? So let's dive in here, and let's watch me lose some money. Hi guys, Philip here, and we're back again with the next session here of this playlist where we're using small stakes to become proficient traders on Betfair. So please do make sure you go back and watch part 1 here and part 2, or trade 1 to 5 and 6 to 15, to understand what I'm doing. Also, make sure you watch this playlist here, which is the primer to this current playlist. Watch this 6-part series here, or 5-part series, and you'll truly understand what I'm doing here and why. And that will make you understand why this playlist here about small stakes is so powerful. Okay, and so with that in mind, we're picking up from yesterday, and our balance is £1,005.50p. Woohoo! And we're trading some of these races here today. Okay, so I'll just jump in here and get started. And the next race is in 16 minutes, so I will go ahead and come back in a little bit. Also, guys, thank you so much to all of you who have given me your input so far about this course I want to create. If you have not seen this yet, please do go to my channel. Here, if you go from the videos tab here, go over to the community tab here and check out this post here. Click on read more so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm offering an 80% discount to my subscribers for a new course I'm creating. Okay, so out of the 57 votes so far, 95% are saying yes, please, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for that, guys. I really do appreciate your support. And yeah, so if you haven't voted, please go and vote so I can gauge the interest there. Okay, so with that in mind, guys, we'll jump in here and we'll get going. And I'll come back here and trade this first race in about 10 minutes, okay? Okay, so we're back here now, and you can see here. This was obviously a very weak market because there's only £43,000 matched. So, probably not going to be much happening here. And so I've got my stakes here set, and what I'm doing is I'm going to be using the stop offset bet here, but I'm going to create my own stop loss, okay? Because I'm going to try and scalp out some longer ticks here by moving my exit point. But I can't do that with the offset stop here because that cancels it, okay? And so it's not an awful lot I can do here. Because you can see here, if you look at the favorites here, okay, see this here? There's no money here at all. So even just a £300 stake can move once this 249 disappears. Only a £300 stake can move this like 6-7 ticks here up. And so again, this market here, honestly, I'm probably just going to leave. But I'll just wait and see how this moves, right? It may be better just to take it in play. See the favorites not moving. See that? Boom, 3-4 ticks there straight away, and all it took was like £600. That's it. The price is gone, and they're still racing out. So, so I think I'll jump on the laser here on this one here though, and I'll pop in my stop loss here. And like I said last time, I'm not going to double down. Okay, so if this touches here, I'll only lose £1, not 2. Okay, like I did last time. And so you can see the favorites now come back in again, as you can see. And that should hopefully put some pressure on this one here to coming back out again. So you can see now it's coming back up again. That's great. And the reason I'm doing this here is because when you have a field like this here, where it's all donkeys, right, and the prices are already high, then the chances are one of these won't come crashing in because there's no money coming in, right? There's no fluidity here, so it means that they will move, they'll drift, they'll steam, but there's not enough money to really make them flow fast and hard, right? And so that's why I did this here. Okay, so you can see there a nice simple trade there, and there's nothing else happening here, so I'm just going to go ahead here and get ready for the in play. So I'll just change this here. Pop this over here. Just going to refresh this and see if I can get a better feed. Usually the Irish races are fairly poor quality on my screen. Yeah, you can see here I can't really see what's happening. I'll change it here to liability. So this becomes the maximum liability I'll take is £10, and they're off. But yeah, you can see I can't actually see anything. I'll just try one more time, see if it'll fix itself. If not, no worries, I'll just jump on the next one. Okay, so the picture is better now. So you can see the half nut shares in the back, he's pushing through. Or trying to. But he's not going to make, is he? Nope. If this horse makes headway and the purse comes down, I'll go on the lay side. But he's really struggling. Okay, never mind. So this one here, I couldn't really see anything, so I couldn't really get a read, so that's fine. Again, if you don't feel comfortable, don't trade. Okay, no problem there. So I'll jump on here to the next one. The next one's coming along in about 8 minutes. So I'll come back here. I can trade in now, actually. Offset. Let's see here. Yeah, well, I'll come back to this one here in about 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. Okay. So we're back again. This time we have 12 horses, and there's a clear favorite here. And you can see it's got 61% of the market, which is quite reasonable considering there's 12 horses. And he's priced, in my opinion, he's priced quite high if he's got that much of the market. So I'm very tempted to back the favorite here. Just like a purely a speculative thing, okay? Based on the fact that it's got 60% of the market here, and in my opinion, it should be lower. But I have been wrong many times, right? But that's just me thinking out loud, okay? So let's have a look here and see on these other horses. Yeah, so I'm going to hang back and just keep waiting for another few minutes here and see what I can do. This one here is coming down. I'll probably bounce off the 6 here. Very tempted to put in 2 bets there, but I'm going to restrain myself, right? Remember that the whole point of this playlist here is for you to learn from this, so you can learn to restrain yourself and to learn from the mistakes. The previous mistakes I made yesterday was the fact that, or the day before, I was doubling down on one horse. So I was sticking to my 2 bet maximum, but I was putting both on the same horse, and then when it goes wrong, then I'm basically doubling my losses, okay? And this one here is at the bottom of his range as well. So I'll pop in a trade here on this one here, see if it bounces back up. This one's about to be taken here. This one's been taken, that's good. This one as well. That one's been taken and matched. And this one here, I'll probably end up scratching here. This one's crashing down, see that? The favourites are drifting out, so it's a good thing I didn't back that one. This one here is now... This one here looks like it's going to bounce back up again, I think. Maybe not. Right, I'll put my stop loss at the £1 mark, as normal. And I'll just leave this one here. Okay, normally, again, I'm tempted to go on the late side again, but I'm going to leave it. I'll restrain myself. And I could actually scratch this here for right there now. Okay, so I scratched off. That's fine. But you can see here, if you look at the liquidity here, there's no money coming in, like £2, whatever. There's nothing happening. If this one here comes through the sixes, I will go on the lay side on this one. This one here's continuing to come down. Oof, look at that. It looks like he is lining up towards the front as well. That's why he's coming down in price, I reckon. What I can do is pop in here for one scalp, because obviously he'll come down a bit more because he does look like he's the front runner, but it will also bounce up and down, right, like just like it is now. Okay. So I'll see if I can scalp off that loss I have got there. Scratch that. I'll pop in here on the left side. See if I can scratch that off. Should be taken. There we go. Okay, so with that in mind, I'll just go and play here. See, one of these orders suddenly started to run a riot here. So change to greening. I'll do 5 ticks and liability. So the maximum I can lose here is £10. And I'll see if I can recover my 4p loss, which should be okay. This one here's continuing to come down in price. You can see he's right there at front. So I'll trade him if he goes to the front. Looks like Gifted Angel is trying to be at the front as well there. Okay, so let's see what we can do. As you can see, so is this one here, that's right at the front now, not oh. Yeah, so I'll go ahead here and scalp this one here. Oh. So a horse fell there, okay? So that will obviously reduce the odds quite quickly here on this one here. So I'll have to just, I'm just going to scratch this off here for a small loss, just so I can get there and start again. And it looks like he's struggling a bit there, so I'm going on lay side. Yep. So you can see the price is going down now because he's running quite well. So again, at this point here, what should I do? Should I wait and just hold tight and see what happens, or shall I scratch off for a loss? What do you think I should do? What would you do in this situation, right? Bear in mind, my maximum loss is £10 or £10.50, right? In which case, again, think of the whole bank, not just one single trade. Think of the whole bank here. I'm comfortable with that, okay? And that means I can hang tight. I can hang fire. Had this been £100, then that would have been like 10% of my bank, and that's too much. Okay. So that's the advantage of using this liability here, is that it gives you time to think. Remember, the whole point of this playlist is for you to learn how the market moves. If I exit this trade, I stop learning because I'm no longer involved in the market. Okay, so I'm watching the horse. I'm looking for clues. Is the jockey nudging him along? Is there any weird running patterns? Is his head tilted, right? And you can see he's doing really well, so the price is coming down. Right, so that's what I'm trying to sort of teach you here. So obviously, I'm not telling you here to simply wait and hope. Right, that's not what we're doing here. You can see there's he messed up the jump there, and then he got ridden along a little bit. Okay, so that then obviously helped me because that took my position out. So now you can see he's really struggling. See that? Oh no, sorry, that's a different horse there. Here, that's the one I've got. Okay. But he fluffed that jump there. He's now obviously struggling because he's been ridden along. He's stuck in the corner there. So that's all good. So Captain Marvel is running really well. So right now it can be quite good to lay these ones here when they're like 1-5 because they're competing, right? But obviously when you're laying down here, it's just the I'm only using £10 stakes, so it's such small profits, so it's not worth the risk. Okay, so that's fine. I know 37p loss there. No big deal. I'll just pop in here and fix stake, and yeah, so I'll jump on here and trade this one here as well. So 18 runners, and certainly feels like this one here is going to drift out based on some of these. Okay, so you can see there's only these two horses here, right? So these two are going to bounce off each other like crazy. So this here is going to be probably quite an erratic market. So I'll jump on the lay side here on this one here. Put my stop loss down here at the 66p mark. And we'll see. Because again, so that's what these ones here, these tend to be quite like up and down, up and down, up and down, right? And so I'm going to take that, try and take advantage of that and see if I can scalp out a few profit ticks here and there. So with these ones here, it's even more important not to overstake because when the price moves, it will jump down 5, 10, 15, 20 ticks in a matter of seconds. So again, using stop losses really helps in that. as before. This time here, it's very tempting to start laying more here to sort of do one little tick, one tick to offset this loss here. But no, I'm going to restrain myself. And also here on this one here, it's also tempting to go and trade both horses. That's also a bad idea unless you're going in the same way, because if I now, I'm on the lay side here on this one, right? And if I now go on the back side of this one, and this one goes out, this one comes in, I'm basically doubling my losses, right? So I can trade if I'm going on the lay side here on this one as well. That'll be okay, but not if I'm going to do both these here on the same side, right? So again here, I messed up again, right? See that, right? So annoying, but it's only 66p, okay? So it's totally fine. But this time here, now it's crossing the 3 here. I will go on the lay side again here, simply because it's crossing the 3 here. So this one here is likely to go and come back down again, okay? But we'll see, right? I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again, guaranteed. But we'll see if we can recoup some of these losses here. So I got matched there at 7-9. Okay, 7-9 there. So you can see this one here is now stalled at 3s. That's good. So the longer it stays there, the more likely it is that it will come back down again. See there? Back down again. This one's coming back up again. See that? Like I said, up and down, up and down, up and down, right? So we'll see if this continues to go up, because that was the 2-minute flurry there, as so. Now then, I need to be careful here and see where do they line up. Okay. So this green one here, I can't see him in the picture. So he's probably off the picture. But you can see this one here is lining up towards the front. Or it looks like, at the moment it looks like. Obviously it's still 1 minute 40 seconds left here. But if he is a front runner, that's really, 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 really going to help me out, because that means the price will come crashing down. So we'll keep an eye here and see if we can spot the green one. That one there, I think. And we'll see where he lines up. So that's one little trick for you. If you are ever stuck in this position here, we're like, I'm losing. If your horse is not lined towards the front, then that can potentially help you out to help you avoid some losses. But you can see now it's come down here again, right? Taking my stop loss again, right? £1.25 loss, right? Very annoying. But there we go, right? But at least from this one here, we learned that the fact that when you have two short price favorites that are both very equal in price, that it is very erratic, okay, very, very erratic, because there's only those two that'll bounce off each other. All these other horses here, there's so little money involved in these that they have no influence on any other horses, right? Only these two have. And so this one here, next time you see this, you will know that if you have two short price favorites, be very, very careful, because the price goes boom, up and down, like crazy, almost every time, right, without fail. Almost, okay, not every time, but almost. And you can see now, it's like, oh no, I could have put more in here, and now I could have recovered my loss here, and so on, right? But that's not how to think, because look, it's going back down again, right? Up and down, it's okay. So my loss is your gain there, right? Now you know. So next time you see two short price favorites and there are no other horses in contention, you know what to do, okay? Either don't trade, or be very, very careful and trade the up and down, right? And so we'll push on here and head over to the in play, see what we can do here. I just want to check when the next race is so this doesn't overlap too much. Okay. So I'm just going to wait here and see when these guys go off. Come on, horsey, get in line. Come on. 490 to 1. Okay, I'll come back in a few seconds here once this horse has got his finger out. Okay, so it looks like they're about to go off. Okay, so it looks like a false start. Let's see, next one here is at 5 past. So, you know what, I might actually switch off this race here and go to the next race, because with these two here, when they're so short priced, if I go on the lay side with £10, this is so, the amounts are so small that I'm probably not going to make that money back anyway, so that's fine. So let's close this here, and those maiden horses are faffing around, so they're taking forever to go off. So let's pop in here and see what I can do in this race here. So let's see if we can not lose money on this one here. That's 2 races in a row now. We've lost some cash. So we lost 37p on the last one and 125 on this one here. But that's an improvement, because the last time it was £2 and £2. So we've lost £1 something less than before. So that's good. That's improvement, right? So this one here is not what's happening. So I'll come back in about 2 or 3 minutes here, okay? Okay, so we're back again. And let's see what we can do here. You see this one here is crashing in. This one's coming out. This one's now across the 4s. And with that in mind, I'll go on the lay side here on this one here, because the chances are the resistance here is going to push this one back down again. And again, I'll pop in my stop loss at £1 there. I'll move this up here. And same token, I'll go on the lay side here on this one here, because you can see there's zero money here at all. So this one here is looking very, very weak indeed. And this one's crashing out. Stop loss got taken again. See that? Very, very annoying that happens. But that's a good thing here, because this one here might come out now. It's really crashing in this one, so I'll definitely go on lay side on that this time. Put my stop loss down here. There we go. Reduce a bit of a loss. This one here should be taken now, I think. This one here seems to be settling now at 274. So I'll pop in here. Just going to do some more. Oh, holy mother! This one is really crashing in. Definitely going to lace on this one here now. See if I can scalp off another few ticks. I'll put my stop loss here. It's been a lot of backing on this one here. It'd be fun to see what happens at the 2 minute mark. See if this continues to crash in. So if this just goes up 1 or 2 ticks, then I can scratch this off for a scratch here, as you can see at the top here. But it looks like it's going to keep coming in, so I'll scratch it off now. Now it's starting to drift off. Looks like this one here is going to be a front runner, so I'll go on the back side here on this one. That's nice there. This one here is still drifting. This one is crashing out again. It's quite a very erratic market, this one. This one here is nuts. This one is going so far down, now it's going crashing back up again. So, considering there, I've done okay because, I was losing badly there on that one there. I made 2 bad choices. Made a good choice here on this one. Made a good call here on this one here. And then I managed to put in, I think 2, maybe, was it 2 or 3 trades? I think 2 trades on this one here where I recovered like 3 or 4 ticks, okay? And then I scratched one off for a small loss, okay? And so overall, this one here, it could have been a lot worse, right? But again, had I doubled down on this one here, and then my losses would have been double, and I would have been much more pissed off. I would have got more emotionally involved. I would have been more annoying myself, and that meant I would probably not have spotted these 2 other horses here doing what they did. Okay, and so with that in mind, now I'll just go ahead and jump into in play here and see what I can do. So what I'll do, I'll pause the video here. I'll come back in about 30 seconds when they start going off. Okay, so they're about to go off here. Looks like this red horse here is a fair bit in front here. This one here is going to be front runner, looks like. So I'll pop in a late trade here. Nope. So you can see the favourite is at the front there as well. So you can see here, this one here is at the front now. So I'll wait and see. I'll pop in here for the quick trade here because you can see there's £100 there sitting in front. So that's going to act as a buffer that ensures that my bet's taken here as well. Okay. And then as this comes down, he's now moving ahead. I'll go on the lay side here real quick. Again, because he's going too far too fast. Okay, and you see the favours up behind him. So that there is quite fairly safe because he's going to keep coming up a little bit. Here as well, you can see the 200. I could easily go in here now in front, and that'll act as a quick little buffer there and give me some time to get matched. So he's running well. So this one here is, it's tempted to go. Should I go on the backside here on this one here? Because it looks like it might keep coming in. But it's 2 miles and 5 furlongs, so they've got a bit to go. So it's a tricky one. Oh, completely duffed that one. See that's why backing is so dangerous, because I was literally on the edge. I was teetering. My finger was ready. I was going to back it there, and then now I'd be in deep trouble because I'd be going, oh no, because that horse that really clattered himself. That hurt. You can see that, right? And so now this one here is it's probably going to keep going up now because now they're going to catch up with him. So I'll pop in a late right here in front of the 200 here. So when it does come down, that should act as a buffer and ensure that mine gets taken here as well. There we go. And now you can see this one here is going to catch up, right? So now I could go on the backside of this one here because it looks like he is going to catch up and he was the favourite, right? So this one here now, in my opinion, would be a very reasonable bet to make, right? So if I go on the backside here now for £10, although I entered there right in front of the jump there, that's not a good idea. Never do that before a jump. That's fine. Again now my full liability here now is on here, so I can't do anything else. Okay, I can scratch off our loss here. That's fine. But at this position here, given he's right behind him, he's catching up. This price, in my opinion, unless he falls or makes a big blunder, this is going to match. Okay, there you go. Right. So obviously, betting £10 to win 19 pence, that's obviously way out of proportion there. But it's all about you doing what is the most likely thing to happen. Okay, that's the kind of the key behind that. So had I been trading more seriously there, I would have not scalped out that 90p, I would have left that there with the assumption the price is going to keep coming down here to 118 and so on, as it has now, okay? And that would have given me much bigger profit, right? Okay. So it looks like this one here is struggling a bit in the back there. I mean, the latest one here, if it doesn't do a good job on that one. Yeah, I'll go on the laser, I think. I got match as well, that's good. So you can see now he's right in the back there. So see if the price comes down again. If it comes down again, I'll go and lace it again. So he's moving up. Price comes down. See the £116 there? I can go in front of that. But he's now moving up, as you can see. So again, a little back bet here could yield a nice scalp there. Oh, he duffed that completely. That's going to hurt that horse. Jesus. Anyway, okay. So with that in mind, you can see there some nice execution on my part there. I think that was okay. Read things quite well. Obviously, I could have made a lot more there, but obviously it's about keeping it safe, small stakes, learning. Right, that's our point here. Because if you were to trade this here in this way, then from this race here, forget the profit, forget what you could have maybe made. Right, by you executing good trades like this here, and actually getting in, getting out, reading it, expecting things to happen, and it happens, right? You learn so much from that. And by you getting in and out, you become emotionally unattached. Had I added this £10 trade here on the favorite and just left it, then that it triggers you in a more negative way. You want that to have a successful trade, and that means more, okay? So again, it's all about this kind of practice mode, as it were, right? And just keep pushing forward. So this one is already in place. I've missed that one there, and I'll move on to the next one here, which starts in 8 minutes. So let's change my stakes back here. And yeah, so I'll come back here in about 4 or 5 minutes time, okay? All right, so we're back again. And let's see what we can do in this one here. 7 horses, the market's picking up. Favorite has 60% of the market there. So the middle is range there, but certainly feels like it's going to keep coming in. I'll pop in a trade here on the lay side if this one comes down to his bottom of his range. I'm just going to go ahead and scalp this one here on the lay side, I think. Yeah, I'll pop in here. Go in on the lay side. Because you can see it's at the top of his range here. You can see sitting here. It's got a fair few £100 sitting here, as you can see. And there's nothing really here. Right, so that's the weight of money. And with the favorite here, you can see the favorite is just, it feels like it's about to burst, right? It feels like it's about to come down in price. So that's going to definitely act as a nudger on this one here as well. In fact, I might actually move this here and see if it pushes through all the way through. Because if this 100 goes, then this is probably going to come up a few ticks. I'll put my stop loss down here on 70p. Because obviously now we're coming up to the 2 minute mark and there might be a massive spike, right, as normally happens. So this stop loss should hopefully take that into account. I'll remove this here. So I'll hang back here and see how this goes. So what I want to see now is I want to see more money coming in for a favorite. It's got 2,000 sitting here, and it certainly looks like it's going to keep coming in here. Yeah. Now, what I would normally do here is, while I have this trade open, I would also scalp here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But like I said before, I'm not going to do that because I want to maintain my discipline on that. You see now, boom, came down, took my stop loss, see a spike, that kind of thing. It's so annoying when that happens, but if that happens, then it just happens, right? I will go back on the lay side here again, and I just missed it. See that? Too slow. Now I took it, but now it's come back down again, right? But luckily I've got my offset there, so I took that. So there, I was too slow. I was gonna lay that again. I did that, but I was gonna move that thing up, and I didn't do it. Right, too slow. But that's just the price you pay for being too slow. So now here, I will go on the lay side again. I'm gonna hang. I want to see if it comes down to 5.5 or 5.4. Favorites coming up. Let's come down again here. So I will go on the lay side here. I'll move this up here. So at the bottom of the range. Again, I'll put my stop loss here at, what was my minus when I entered there? I think it was 50p, was it? I can't remember. Put my stop loss here at 1.57. Favors are drifting out heavily. So I'll leave this here for now. Again, I'm not going to double down. I'll be patient. We'll see if this comes back up again. This one here is just sitting stagnant. This one is not really doing anything. This one's not doing anything. So it is a war now between these two here. One goes up, one goes down, right? So the favorite looks like it's drifting off. This one here is probably going to come and take my stop loss now, it looks like. Although there's a lot of money here sitting waiting, so it might not. So again, you can see here, you can see why I tend to double down and scalp and scalp and scalp, because it's sitting now for a while. So had I been scalping here back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it would have brought down my loss to 0 here. Okay. But like I said before, I'm trying to show you guys how to manage yourself, right? So that's the whole point. Okay, they're about to go off. Hang on, just quick to see, refresh this video here because the video is terrible. So I might let this go and play depending on where the horses are lining up. I'm just going to change this here. Let's see. It's a 2-mile race, so I've got some time here. But it looks like my trade has been taken. So my stop loss got taken there anyway, so that's fine. I can't see anything. So I made a complete hash of this one here as well, right? Another mistake. Absolutely terrible. So I can't see anything. I can see that the purple one here is in front. That's all I can see. Try this again here. See if I can make this better. There we go. So I will jump in here on the lace out on this one here. And just scalp out a few ticks here and there. So I'll go on the lace out here on this one. A huge spike down there. Too slow. See if there's no spike there. Go on the lace side. There we go. Go take it straight away. So Arclight is moving up here, as you can see. So I'm going to go on the backside here, because he's definitely moving up, as you can see, right? I got taken straight away there as well. So now reduce my loss down quite heavily. That's good. So if this goes through 6 here, I'll go on lay side. There we go. Just pop in here. I got taken there as well. Down to £1. Oh, he duffed that jump completely there. See that? Should have been quicker there. Oh, now they're all tussling with each other. So now this one here is off and racing. As you see now, he's coming back again. See that? So now I'm very tempted to go on backside here because it looks like he might be coming back again. Up for a challenge here, but I don't want to risk my full £10, do I? Right, again, so this is the decision time. But look, he's running well, in a way. So it's very tempting to go on backside here because if he comes down from here to down here, that's a huge profit, right? But again, you know, that's all kind of hearsay, as it were. And now he's struggling. See that? So I made the right choice there by not doing that. He's jumping well. The cut mask is here. He's making a move. He's definitely making a move. I'm going to go on backside here on this one here. And I'm going to see if I can take this down here. Okay, so that was a bad move on my part, so you can see that, right? So now I've lost £10, right? So I saw him move up there, and it looked promising, and he was down here. He was trickling back and forth, right? Oh, see that? So close, so close. I backed this green one back here because he was making a good move. He came down all the ways from he was at like 20 or something. He was way up here somewhere, right? He came down, and I shouldn't have messed around with the exit bet because I cancelled it and dragged it down there. Had I left it, it may have been matched. But again, £10 loss. That's just my bad, right? Again, with the £1,000 bank, right? What do you think is more valuable, the £10 loss or the lesson I learned from that, right? And the risk involved. I think you know the answer, right? And so with that in mind, we'll just move on here to the next race. We'll jump in here. And we'll see what we can do here. Limerick, 18 horses. So, yeah, okay. So if this favourite here goes for the 3, I was certainly going lay side because it's only got 37% of the market. And so yes, I'll pop in here on lay side. Nope. And seems like I'm just missed that there as well. No, I come back down again. There we go. Okay, so I'll just move this up here. See if I can catch a longer move. Again, normally here I'll be going back and forth with another stake there, but I'm not going to because I don't want to double down my losses. And again, whenever you've had a loss like this here, so in the last one, I lost £10, right? That stings. And now it's very tempting to want to either increase your stakes or increase your risks, okay? So I'll put my exit here at the sort of the £1 mark as normal, right? But so right now, guys, it's very tempting for me to start increasing my stakes here or change my strategy or try and double down, right? Because I want to recoup that £10. This is where discipline comes in. Because don't forget, guys, it's not about the £10. It's about the long term, the long term, right? And so the point of you trading with small stakes is not to make money. It's about you learning from those mistakes, right? So that when you start trading with bigger stakes, you understand the market, you understand why it moves, and you understand what you're doing. Because right now, when I'm actively involved in this trade right here, you can see the price is going up and down, up and down. Right now, I'm alert because I'm actively involved, right? Boom, stop loss taken. Whereas had I scratched this off or had not been involved in this market here, I'm not looking at the horses. I'm not looking at what's happening, okay? So again, if you're confused by what I'm doing here, go back to the original playlist, the primer, and make sure you understand what I'm talking about here, so you understand that entering the market with small stakes triggers you to be more active, okay? So I'll jump on the light side here on this one here. It's come crashing through 6, as you can see, all the way from 7.6. So I'll make an educated guess here and say it's going to come back up again. Because you can see its favorites come crashing in as well, and now sort of stabilizing here. So I'll put my stop loss down here at the £1 mark. That's going to be taken now, so I'll just pop out my exit here. I'll be disciplined. I'll take the loss, okay? Normally I could wait there and sit there and wait, but I'm not going to, okay? And now it's flatlining here, as you can see. And now I will go on the lay side again. And I'll pop a stop loss down here at 250. Okay, so taking it again, right? So this one here again, complete hashes from here, making a mess of it again, right? Very frustrating, very annoying, right? But this is how you learn. Okay. So I'll pop in play here. And £10 liability. We'll pop in here and see what we can do here. So I've got my eye here on number 6, number 3. I think I spotted number 3 right in the back. Okay, they're off. So I'll jump on the laser here on this one here. He's right in the back here, I think. So you see the diamonds. This one here is in front, the front runner. So I'll jump in here in front of the 100 there, see if I can scalp out a tick. That's a quick in and out there. Okay, so I'll probably continue to go on later here on this one here. I'll wait for the next jump and see how that goes. I'll probably position myself here ahead of the queue. Because you can see this one here actually in number 3 here. That's pretty good. He's running well. Okay, so this one has been matched now. We'll see this is matched here. Should do. Just 50p to go. But we'll scratch that because the 50p might not get matched. So now they're coming up to the third last jump here. This one here, there's not much I can do, so I'm just gonna hang here and wait and see how this works out here. Or I can scratch off a 30p loss, right? So what do you think I should do? Probably the best thing to do is scratch off, right? I can either take a £6 loss here, or just take another 30p. But yeah, I decided too late. I was way too late there. See that? Okay, so that's been matched now. So you can see the Bally Callan King is making a push as well. Although he's really struggling, you see that? So I'll go on the late side here, see if I can get matched for 36 pence. Probably not going to happen. Okay, anyway, so didn't really do anything there. That was nothing happened there. So I'll just leave that there and I'll move on to the next race. There we go. Okay. So, Sedgefield, we've got 8 runners. We've got a favourite here with 52% of the book. It's pushing down. See, this one here is middle of his range. Okay. So we'll see if we can scratch off some profit here. So far we're doing really badly today. This is the worst day yet. Although some very valuable lessons learned, that's for sure. Because you can see the favourites continue to come in. This one here is drifting out. There's some backing here now for this one here as well. So I'll pop in a trade here and wait for this position here. This one's now coming back in again. Just pop in here for a quick scalp, see if I can get in and out there. Move that up here. Scratch this if it comes down again. Scratch off there. I've definitely been too slow in the past with the whole scratching thing, so I'm going to try and be a bit more vigilant there. See if this one here gets taken. It looks like it might do. This one's also coming in. That's definitely going to put more pressure on the favourites because that seems to be drifting off now. And of course now we've got 10 seconds and there's going to be a big spike coming in now with the 2-minute mark coming up. So you see the spike coming on the lace side on this one here, back side here. So do you think this one here will bounce back again? This one's been taken here. Put my stop loss down here at 160. The £1 is too close, so that I don't want to put my stop loss here because it's just too close. 1 or 2 ticks there is too close. So I'll leave this here, and that should get taken. Come on, one little nudge there. Oh, I was right there. That's so unfair. Anyway, this one here might have to scratch this one off as well. Yep, acting too soon. See that? Way too soon. Way too late. Way too late. I should have just dropped it there and taken that loss. But as always, see, another loss, right? See what's happening here? And what do you think I should do at this point here, right? So far, I've had a terrible day. I've lost, what, sort of 12, 13 pounds, right? And that is going to sting when you think of the sort of the 40p, 20p, 30p, 50p, £1 profit we have normally per race, right? So what do you think we should do here now, right? I'll take this in play just for now, and I'll talk to you about what I'm going to do afterwards, okay? Because this kind of thing is guaranteed to happen. You're going to have bad days when you're either too slow, or you're just sluggish, or you're just pissed off, or you've had a bad day at work, or something happens that distracts you, right? So here. So right now, the first thing to do, like I mentioned before, is to don't change your betting amounts, right? You can certainly change your style. Like, for example, you can move your stop loss higher up, or you can try and take sort of longer risks, but don't take more risks. Okay. So what I mean is, you've seen me now placing bets and so on. I've been moving the stop loss, not stop loss. I'm moving the offsets higher up because I'm trying to take more ticks, as it were. Okay. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to start betting more to try and recoup. The loss is the loss, and you deal with it. You suck it up and deal with it, right? So you don't increase the stakes. You don't increase your anything else, okay? Because that's very important. As you see now, this one here is cruising off here. Is that one? Yeah. Well, he's running well. So this one's quite tricky to trade, because if this one here keeps running well, he's going back and forth, then this price will keep coming down. So going on the lace side is a bit too risky. Mainly because we've got this big gap. So you can see these ones are struggling here, and it's only these two. So I'll give it a few more minutes here and see what I can do. What I could do though potentially is to maybe back the Swiss money here, because you can see is there, and obviously the price is going to go up now, up and up and up. So if I get a really good price, then I could back it with the notion of it's going to come up in challenge, right? Because it has to. So we'll see how high up the Swiss money price goes. So you see now it's way up to 9s, right? So now it's very tempting to go on the backside with the understanding that the price will come down when he starts to challenge, because he is looking like he's pushing up. See that? It's already come down so far. Right? Is that one there I should have acted on? I should have just gone for that one. But now he's duffed it completely, I think. Yes, now he's being pushed along. He's really struggling. But I could have taken that advantage there and just scalped off like 10, 15 ticks at £10 profit, £10 backing bet there. He's running well, this one. Really well. So right now here, as you can see, I can probably lay here, because there's quite a lot of money sitting here. But when you're only betting with £10 stakes on lay side, the profits are literally 5p, 10p, 2p, 2p, so it's really not worth the risk, because the liability is still £10, okay? But anyway, okay, so you can see there, I missed an opportunity there. I should have backed that one there. I should have followed my gut, okay? But you can see there, okay? So with that in mind, guys, I'm going to call that a day today, and here's why. When you have consecutive shitty trades, when you mess up again and again and again, right? So you can see here now, right? Today, it's been terrible. This is awful, right? Minus 15. That's the biggest loss we had so far. Yet, perspective. This is going to happen, right? You're always going to have bad days when you just haven't got the knack. Today you're messing up. You're overcommitting. Today I was really slow. I had several positions where I was hovering over with a scratch. I didn't react. So I thought, I'll just leave it and see what happens, right? And so on and so on. I made lots of mistakes today. This is going to happen, guaranteed. Okay. When this happens, by the time you've had 2 or 3 losses, particularly the £10 ones, stop. Okay, stop. Because all that's going to happen is that's in the back of your mind, and you're trying to chase those losses. You're trying to chase back the win, as it were. But this is where you need perspective. Understand that £15, right? If all you do is look at that and go, oh, it's 15 quid, then that's all you're going to see. However, if you actually look at the trades I made today and look at the mistakes I made and learn from that, then that's something you can learn from, and that's worth the £15. Okay, just like in the last race there, I spotted that I could actually have backed that horse for £10 at 9s and scratched it off at 6s, right? That would have been a very, very nice profit, even at £10 bet. Okay. And if you look at my reaction time earlier, in terms of me trying to scratch off a trade, and I didn't react, I just didn't scratch it off because I was like, I'll wait and see what happens, right? That kind of thing you're learning from. So with this kind of thing here, guys, I would highly urge you. Number 1, always record your trades, right? So you can go back and see what you did wrong, because that triggers you to make a better decision next time. Secondly, once you've had 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 losses in a row, then just stop for the day. Stop, walk away, and with a fresh mind, okay, and come back the next day. Because otherwise what's going to happen is you're going to start losing more and more and more and more, okay? As that was kind of the point of this video today, was the fact that you're going to have bad days, as a guarantee. Doesn't matter how good you are, when you are. At some point, you're going to have an off day where the market doesn't go in your favor. You have a few bad decisions, and oftentimes you have these annoying little spikes, and sometimes they just go against you. If they go against you, what can you do, right? Nothing. You scratch it off or take a stop loss, and that's it. Okay. So with that in mind, guys, I'm going to call this a day today because I'm pissed off, I'm upset, I'm annoyed, I'm lost, and so I'm going to walk away and come back tomorrow fresh, and I'm going to learn from this experience. Okay. And I hope you do the same. Okay. So for today, guys, if you lost any money, if you haven't recorded your trade, then I'm sorry, you are an idiot, because you're not learning, because that trade has been a loss and you don't know why. Even if you knew why at the time, I can guarantee it, you probably missed a lot of things that were happening, because when you have a trade open like this here, and you're actually in the market, you may spot what you did wrong on your ladder, right? So let's say, for argument's sake here, if I'm trading this here, for example, So let's say if I'm trading here and I lose money, right? Afterwards or during, I might spot here what I did wrong, but I most likely missed the £1,000 backing that came in here, or I missed the big spike on the third horse here or fourth horse here, right? That's why you record stuff, so you can go back and rewatch stuff. I guarantee it. When you rewatch stuff, you will most likely change your mind in terms of what you did wrong, because you're going to see other influencers that you didn't see before. That's why you always record your trades, okay? And if you're not recording trades right now, then yes, I'm sorry, you are a Muppet, okay? And you need to do that, because that means now I can now go back and rewatch these here and actually critique myself and think, okay, you know what, Philip, on that one, you were a bit too slow. On this one, Philip, you should have seen that favorite drifting. Why didn't you do something? React, okay? This one here, you know, the in-play one, I should have gone back now and said, okay, Philip, that was a bit too risky, because £10 wasn't really worth the risk there for that horse. It was right in the back, right? And he wasn't a favourite or anything, and it was too soon to back him. I should have waited and see how his move went and taken lower odds and scalped out a quick profit. But had I waited, I would have seen he was struggling, okay? Because there was still too long left of the race, and I didn't see that because I was too keen to enter the backing. See? And I can do that now because I can go back and rewatch these races. So the point of this lesson here, guys, was for you to see that learn from your mistakes. If you make mistakes in back-to-back, stop and walk away. Because guess what? Tomorrow there's another 30 races. Next day, another 30 races. And you have plenty of time to recoup these losses here and make good. And the good thing is, guys, this £15, look at the percentage of your bank, is nothing. Right, is nothing in the long run. And that means that you can learn from these mistakes in a slow, steady, and safe way by trading with small stakes. Okay? So, I'll see you guys again maybe tomorrow. I'll see how it goes. If not, on Tuesday. And I'll upload the next session here where we will continue trading with small stakes. Okay? Cheers, guys.